8th B, Master J. Anpuram, and I am going to show the topic combustion and flame. Now let's know about what is combustion. It is a chemical process in which a substance gives off heat by the presence of oxygen. So the substances that goes under combustion is known as combustible substances, and if not, they are known as non-combustible substances. So now let's know what is air necessary for combustion. So for this we are going to do an experiment where we will show a glass tumbler. Inside we will keep a candle flame. Due to the presence of oxygen, the flame will be on, but if we keep a lid on it, the candle flame will be striked off. Why? Because of the absence of air. So this experiment shows that air is necessary for combustion. So let's know about how does a matchstick burn. So as matchstick is a combustible substance and we all use it in our daily lives, so we don't know how it burns. So let's know about how it burns. So the striking surface of the matchbox contains the red phosphorus, and the head of the matchstick contains the potassium chloride. So when we strike the matchstick on the matchbox surface, the red phosphorus turns into white phosphorus, which is so volatile that it ignites in air. So this is how a matchstick burns. So now let's know about what is an ignition temperature. The lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is known as its ignition temperature. So for example, if we heat the kerosene a little bit, then it's lighted up and catches fire easily. But if we heat wood even a little bit, it does not catch fire easily and it does not burn quickly. So this shows that kerosene's ignition temperature is lower than wood's ignition temperature. So let's know about what are inflammable substances. So the substances which have very low ignition temperature and catches fire easily are known as inflammable substances. The examples of inflammable substances are petrol, alcohol, and LPG, which is known as liquefied petroleum gas. So now there are ways to extinguish different types of fires. There are different types of fires like normal fires, electric fires, and oil fires. So for normal fires we can use water to extinguish it, but for electric fires we cannot use water, as water is a conductor of electricity. So if we try to extinguish water for electric fires, we might cause shock, which is harmful for us. So we can use carbon dioxide fire extinguisher, as it does not support fire. And for oil fires we can use soil to extinguish it, and if it is controllable and manageable, we can use salt or baking soda to extinguish it. So let's know about what are the types of combustion. There are three types of combustion: rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, and explosion. So what are rapid combustion? Process where a substance produces heat and light during combustion is known as rapid combustion. So what are spontaneous combustion? Process where a material suddenly bursts into flames without any cause is known as spontaneous combustion. So what is explosion? A sudden reaction of a substance that is getting ignited and produces heat, light, and sound at the same time is known as explosion combustion. Example: crackers. There are different types of candle flames. There are three zones of candle flames which have different types of heat rate and different colors. So now we will know about the outermost candle flame, which is the blue in color, and it is the hottest part of the candle flame. And next is the moderate rate of the flame, which is yellow in color, which gives moderate heat. And next is the least hot part of the unburnt wax layers candle flame. So which is the least hot part of the candle flame. Now let's know what is fuel. A combustible substance that produces heat and energy in the process of combustion is known as fuel. Example: wood, charcoal, kerosene, etc. So good or an ideal fuel is one which is readily available, cheap, and burns at a moderate rate, and it does not leave any residue after burning. So there is no fuel that can be considered as an ideal fuel. Fuel efficiency. The amount of heat produced by complete combustion by a fuel in 1 kg is known as its calorific value. The calorific value of a fuel is expressed in a unit called kilojoule per kg. These are the different calorific values of different fuels: cow dung cake, wood, coal, petrol, kerosene, diesel, methane, CNG, which is known as compressed natural gas, and LPG, known as liquefied petroleum gas, biogas, and hydrogen. Burning of fuel leading to harmful products. So carbon fuels like wood, coal releasing unburned carbon particles which can cause harm to the environment, and it even causes breathing problems like asthma. The incomplete combustion of these fuels also give out carbon monoxide gas, which is also harmful and which is also one of the causes of global warming. It also releases oxides of sulfur and nitrogen, which mixes with the water vapor and forms sulfuric acid and nitric acid, which dissolves in rain and forms acid rain, which is harmful for us. Now let's know about what is flame. It is a region where gaseous elements burn and generating heat and light. All substances emit flame during the process of combustion. So these are different types of flames with the different colors. These are the different colors of the flames for different elements while burning. For sodium it is golden yellow flame, for barium it is green flame, and for arsenic it is blue flame, and for magnesium it is white flame. I hope you understood this chapter. Thank you.
Mom, thank you, Mom. So, well presentation, but little bit speed, otherwise it will be awesome. Am I right or not?
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.